Okay, David, it was a 1-0 defeat to Welling United. How would you sum up the performance, firstly?
It's a difficult one, Joe, because if you've got points on the board and you come to a game like that and you have all the play and all the chances that we've had and concede a really sloppy goal, Joe, you go, okay, it's just not our day, but it just fits into the pattern of 95%, 99% of all the other games, and it becomes it's not quite unlucky. It's it's a bit of a lack of quality today for all the game that you've got, and bar 2 or 3 powder puff shots that the keeper saves, we haven't made him work. Yes, okay, we've had 2 or 3 sort of open goals that we've missed today, and I'd sort of describe it as the other performances. It's the distinct lack of quality in one box, decision making, when to shoot, when to pass, when to cross, when to dribble, keep making the wrong decisions, and not being ruthless defensively. We have 3 or 4 opportunities to clear that ball. He's offside, by the way.
Right.
The first guy's offside, which seemed an easy decision for me. I mean, looking back at it, the line I was looking at one player, the first pass through, he's offside. But we have 2 or 3 chances. We're in possession before that in midfield. We lose it. We don't take our medicine. Matey's then offside. We then have 2 or 3 chances to clear it, and we don't.
Yeah.
It's add it to the collection, Joe.
And then obviously, we go behind quite early, and then after that, is it too much possession, not enough penetration, or? We
had a lot more penetration today than in other weeks. We have some really good opportunities first half. Slightly less pace on JJ's pass to Josh, and that's a golden opportunity.
Yeah.
Ken's ball across Taffin before that. I mean, we actually started quite well today. We concede, then we have a little bit of a lull for 5-10 minutes, and as I say, as a whole today, you come and watch that game, it's how have we not scored? But then it becomes, why have we not scored?
Well, one example maybe, Ken Charles has quite a big chance to score a header. Is that a big moment in the game?
It's an open goal, Joe. Gets his timing of the header wrong. You'll have to ask him why, but it just seemed he could just nod it in. I think he jumped a little bit too early. He was on the way down. He might have got nudged. It's one of those, but. We have 3 or 4 other. I say 3 or 4. We're camped in their half, Joe. We're camped in their half. The quality's severely lacking. Apart from when Lenchi come on, made a difference. Looked comfortable. Hit 5 or 6 beautiful passes that opened up people, opened up their defence. One for Ken. Ken takes a better touch. He's in 1v1 for the keeper. 5 minutes into the second half, one of these goes in, Joe. It's a different story, but the way it is at the minute, that brings me on to Matt Lynch. He made his debut. What do you expect him to bring to the team? Just what he did today.
Yeah.
Just what he did today. Makes the right decisions. That separates the better footballers from the not so good ones. You make the right decision, whether that's with the ball, without the ball. Whether to pass, like I was saying to you before, whether to dribble with it, whether to stay on it, whether to hit a killer pass. He invariably today made pretty much every decision was correct. Got caught on it once, but other than that, it was a really good debut.
Yeah, and we also saw this week, Sam Deadfield depart the other way. What can you tell us about that?
It's more sort of family stuff, things away from football that weren't quite right. It's disappointing. We like Sam, he's a good player, but some things are a little bit more important, and you got to take care of number one first.
Yeah, and just lastly, despite the result, we have to obviously be grateful for the fans. 1,662.
Yeah, it's a great turnout today. Everything bar the goals is. They're trying to suck that in that end, and it just wasn't to be today. As I say, we were just missing that little bit of quality.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, David.
No problem.